Hello and welcome to Quirky Cat Crafts. This is Sherry, and this is a bonus episode of my button share because when I went back and rewatched my videos, I noticed that on my beach ocean mermaid box that I totally skipped this section. So I wanted to come back on because I could hear y'all yelling at me going, "You didn't show us that one." I'm sorry. So this one's got some little mermaid buttons and some really big seashells, and then a couple of like metal mermaids. And there isn't a lot in that box because I've embedded a lot of these in clay already. So dun, 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 that's the bonus. You're going to see my mermaid box. Okay, so I wanted to show you what you missed. And then these are all mermaid themed tiles that I have made. And yeah, it's whoops. Obviously I dumped the bag out for some reason at some point. I'll show you what's in the bags, hang on. And then a lot of ones where I didn't glue the buttons down and they fell out. Here's some more of those metal. And I did them on the gold glitter clay because I felt like that kind of represented sand to me. So I have a lot of these ocean animals that I just, oops, that's one I colored. I wasn't happy with the blue that I used for water, but a whole bunch of ocean sea animals and other mermaids that can be colored to match. I basically went through all of my mermaid stamp sets one day and just stamped out. There's another one of those gold. So that's what a lot of these are. Okay. Just trying to get them out of the way so we can see what else is in here. A whale. Here's another little mermaid girl. A couple more crabs. A little fish. Some more little fish. Okay. So that's just something I did one day when I didn't have anything to do. Just stamped them out with black ink on white clay. And then when I'm doing a project, I can pick out which ones I'm going to use and color them with my alcohol ink markers. Then I have a whole bunch of these with like words and sayings that I stamped on silver clay. I don't know why. At the time, I thought it was a good idea. I don't know. So these say mermaid in training. This says, let's be mermaids. She was wild as the sea. Mermaid hair, don't care. Another mermaid hair, don't care. Okay, so I have some of those. Then I've got a bunch of buttons that I've already embedded. And this is Sea Glass is the name of this color, and it's a souffle. Sculpey souffle. And I did a texture sheet that was like fish scales. Golly gee. It's the end of my day, you guys. I'm sorry. Bear with me. And then I rubbed silver mica powder on them and then embedded the mermaid girl. So I have several in different colors. There's one that fell out. There's another one. So I have several of those in here. Okay. And those are on that color of clay. And then I did on this darker blue, which I believe is called Lagoon. And of course I had a whole bunch come off. But I did like dolphins. And there's some flowers. That's on teal, pearl, starfish, seashell. There's a white heart. There's a lighthouse in here, because why not? These are stickers that I did on blue foam. Some of those in here. Another flower. Yeah, I did a whole lot of seashells and starfish one day. I don't know why. I also did some on, this is Sunset Pearl. I did some embedding and stamping on it. And I thought that flower kind of went with it, so. Okay, there's another mermaid. Ship wheel. Got a few things on a rose gold clay, not glitter, just straight rose gold, that I stamped and colored with mica powders. I don't know, I must have been on a starfish kick one day. I don't know, you guys. This is just a silver glitter tile, and it's one of those stickers, if you watched my sticker stash. That's like a little seashell, kind of, with a pearl. Just some water, some fish, lots of mermaids, some seashells, real seashells, glued to gold glitter clay. This is a clay color called Tranquility. I have a few things stamped out on that. These used to all be separated into baggies, and then one day when I was working on the one for my niece, and it just got totally dumped. Alright, so that gives you kind of an idea of what's in here. So if I want to do a mermaid mosaic or 10, I would divide all these tiles up by type and see what I end up with. So plenty. Okay, and then in the bags. So this is Tranquility Blue, which is a regular Sculpey 3. And these are various ocean animals and starfish, and I was going to color them with alcohol inks, but it doesn't look right on the blue clay. And so that's when I learned, after I stamped all these out and baked them, I can probably do paint, not my area of expertise, but I can probably do acrylic paint. But what I learned was to stamp them and color them with mica powders and then bake them. So that's why I have a whole bunch of these in this bag. I'm sure I'll figure something out. Or I can just use them straight black on the blue clay if I wanted to. That's what's in there. And then this bag is all light blue pearl. And I did a ton of embedding silver charms. I have a few anchors stamped out, but these are all silver charms. Starfish, sand dollars, little fish, seahorses. That's what all this stuff is in here, okay? So then when I'm doing a project, I'll do 3 or 4 buttons on one color of clay, 3 or 4 charms on a different color of clay, 3 or 4 stamped focal tiles on a different color of clay, and then go from there. So that gives you a base of like 9 tiles right there. So that's a sneak peek into my mermaid box. Here's the deal, you guys. When I moved in August of 2019, but I started packing in, I can hear one of my boys griping. I started packing in like June, because I was supposed to be moving in July 1st. Well, then it ended up being the end of August before it was ready for me. So all my craft stuff was packed up for like 2 months. And then when I moved in here, I wanted to get the rest of the house in order before I even touched the craft room, because I knew once the craft room got unpacked that I was never ever going to get back to unpacking the rest of the house. And so I made myself wait, which was really hard to do. But then one day I decided I'd gotten enough done and I could play. And the first box I opened had stamp sets. And the first one I pulled out was a mermaid stamp set. So that's when I did these. And was just playing. I had no project in mind. I was just playing. Hello, Garfield. And so yeah, so this is all mermaid ocean. And they'll get used eventually, you guys. And so if you watched my craft room tour video, you saw these boxes over on my dresser. And when I have an overabundance of tiles and a theme, you also would have seen my Paris box, the pink one. And they don't fit in the little photo boxes. Then they go in here until I whittle it down. And then they'll get transferred. So anyway, so this is just a little bonus ocean, beach, mermaid video for you guys. All right. So there you go. That's it for now. Stay tuned for more of my button stash videos coming soon. Until then, thanks so much for watching.